This is the Biz Call. Question 1. What's your name?
My name is Matt Stansbury.
Question 2. What's the name of your business?
It's called NomineeDesign.
Question 3. Describe your business in a few sentences.
Yeah, we are a brand and design consultancy. We're headquartered here in Oklahoma City.
Question 4. What's your revenue model?
Yes, we're primarily project-based. There are a few exceptions. We have a handful of retainers when they make sense and do some hourly work. But yeah, we're a primarily project-based business.
Okay, so basically fee-based, yeah?
Yeah, fee-based, yep.
Okay. Question 5. Are you brick and mortar, online, or both?
We're actually a mix right now at the moment. We do have a brick and mortar space, but we've been doing a majority of our business online through Zoom and other avenues like that. But yeah, we're kind of a hybrid model at this point.
All right. Question 6, which is my favorite. So tell us a story. How did you decide to get into this business?
Yeah, so right out of school, I became a designer at an up-and-coming agency in town. I was the second hire. Ended up working up to becoming a creative director and building a team over there. Really loved the work, but at the time wanted to pursue more work in the music industry. That was what I was mostly fond of. So initially when I started NomineeDesign, we were doing creative work for the music industry. And over time that, it branched out into other things. So we're doing a project for Sean Stockman of Boys to Men. It's for his nonprofit, which is obviously not a music project, and we're doing all the brand work and we really like that. What if we did more of those kind of projects? And before you know it, we've just kind of shifted into this brand world, and now we work across industries.
All righty. Question 7. Why would customers choose you over your competition?
Yeah, so typically they resonate with something they've seen in our portfolio, past projects. They see that and say, hey, I want that too. The other thing, we do have some focus areas, and there are 2 in sustainable living and social justice. And so that's an area that can resonate as well. And then just in general, there's a lot of agencies that do branding, but that's more of a niche focus and expertise for us. So I think those 3 are really typically why we end up being hired.
All righty. Question 8. If you have one, what's your exit strategy or long-term goal?
Yeah, so the long-term goal is I do want it to be, sustainable beyond me. I feel like the best way to do that at this point is to transition the business to future partners. And so that's likely the best solution there versus a traditional sell.
Okay, so it'll be a legacy kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, question 9. What are you doing to increase your business?
This is, I get asked this quite a bit. I think that the number one thing, kind of goes back to what I said earlier, is doing really good work. I think in our, line of work, when people see things that they say, I really like that and I want that, who did that, that's our biggest opportunity to get work. And then the other things we're doing some, work around thought leadership, and really just kind of more recently started that. And I think our model, a lot of it's been organic growth around that first item I said around doing good work, but we are being more proactive with thought leadership and speaking and putting information out there.
Okay, question 10. How do you measure your marketing success?
The number one thing I look at, and so we're not really looking for the quantity game of clients, we're looking for the quality. We're playing the quality game. So I look at, are we attracting ideal clients and ideal future hires? What does that look like? And so it's not so much that I look at, how many proposals do we send out last month? It's more of, are these quality proposals, quality clients? And so that's really what I look at. So when I think about our thought leadership and the work we put out, is it attracting more of what we want?
You know what? Let me throw a 10A at you here,
Okay.
just because I think our listeners may be asking this. it sounds to me that your approach would lead more to a long-term relationship with your clients as opposed to projects. Is that the case or no?
It's kind of a mix. So in some cases, it really is, 90, 120-day engagements. And we, start with the strategy and go into, brand messaging and voice and then visual identity, and we give them a brand guide, and then they partner with other agencies to roll it out. In some cases, it is more of a long-term play, but we do have quite a bit of return business that want to go back through our process or other new ventures or businesses that they have.
All right, question 11 can be yes or no. Are you profitable?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Even in the pandemic, profits weren't as much as they were previous year, but we did come out in 2020 with a profit. So yeah, I was excited about that.
Wonderful. Question 12. How many employees do you have?
Yeah, we currently have 7 full-time employees, not counting myself.
Okay. All right. Questions 13 and 14, two sides of the same coin. Question 13. What has been the best decision you've made so far?
So I'm going to give you a little bit. This is a little abstract because it can mean a lot of different things, and it's a little broad. But I think anytime I invest in people or we invest in people, I never regret it. So building relationships is just as important as doing great creative work. And I know in the agency space, just in general, they can kind of churn and burn through people and through clients, and really trying to work actively to, again, invest in people. And that's I feel like the best decision in multiple decisions. But anytime we invest in people, I've never regretted it.
Okay. Flip side of the coin. Question 14. What's been the worst decision you've made so far?
Any of the ones that I make out of comfort. So that can be a number of different things. When we feel like we're just pretty good where we've got it and we're not having a growth mindset and we're not acting glick, which we've been through seasons like that. And I think last year kind of forced us out of that comfort zone, but we've had that in several different years, and that's where our finances suffer. That's where our work struggles the most. And so staying out of the comfort zone is, that's been that can be a challenge at times, but I feel really excited about where we're at right now. But I know that's, again, broad and not super specific, but I think that's what I trace back to our worst decisions.
So let me just make sure that I understand that. You're saying that not resting on your laurels, just kind of coasting for a while, has been like one of your worst decisions? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, there's times where we're like, let's just we're good with what we got right here. Let's just kind of service this, and we'll just kind of wait for the next thing to come. And we're doing still good work, but in terms of like getting our name out there, or just kind of get a little comfortable, we feel like we're doing pretty good with the small little bit of market share we have. And I think we've had seasons, just being really transparent and honest about it, I think we've had seasons where that's been the case.
Yeah, I don't think that's uncommon, by the way. Good. Okay. Question 15. Is there anything you can freeball this? Is there anything that we haven't gone over that you'd like to add for our listeners to hear?
Yeah, I would. There's one thing that we recently launched. We launched a new brand services grant. It's called Impact, and it's for Oklahoma nonprofits. There was a lot of, I'll tell you more about it, and I'll kind of tell you why. We donate and do pro bono work for up to $50,000 of value of our full brand services. And that also includes, we have a partner web studio called Supergiant. We partner together to do the web piece of that. And we select a nonprofit that's working in the social justice or sustainable living space here in Oklahoma. And so we're in the application process for that right now, which I'm really excited about. We've done this work in the past, but we officially wanted to announce it this last year. We just continued to talk to nonprofits that, a lot of the for-profit businesses kind of thrived throughout the pandemic, but we saw multiple nonprofits that had a really hard time, and in some cases, only had a third of what they normally get in to fund their nonprofits. And so we wanted to put this out there as kind of a way to have a little bit of hope, and then also to, serve, identify and serve a nonprofit that's really trying to make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. All righty. Well, all right. So like one last time, slowly, clearly, give me the name of your business and the URL where people can contact you.
Yes, so we are NomineeDesign. It's Nominee, Nominee, NomineeDesign. Our URL, our website is wearenominee.com.
If you'd like to plug your business on the BizCall podcast, simply visit thebizcall.com and fill out the form. If you become a guest, you'll receive a free lifetime membership to the BizCall discussion and networking list. If you're too shy, you can still join the BizCall list at thebizcall.com.